This segment brought to you by Kansas Grain Sorghum, growers working together. Find out more at ksgrainsorghum.org. Back again, around Kansas with Frank and Deb.
I'm Deb. So we want to wish a very happy birthday to George Washington Carver, who was born over in Missouri but had the good sense to come to Kansas when but a young man.
Yeah.
So his schooling was in Kansas, and many of his experiments were in Kansas and all over Kansas. They've got a wonderful exhibit, if you haven't been up there, in Minneapolis at the Ottawa County Museum. They have a very nice exhibit there in the museum. Tell Jettie Condray that we sent you. They've got a very nice display on him. But he was just all over Kansas.
Yeah.
So we want to wish him a very happy birthday today.
George Washington Carver was born the son of slaves on or around July 12, 1864 in Diamond Grove, Missouri. Carver and his mother were purchased by a Missouri farm couple named Carver. George, one of his sisters, and his mother were kidnapped by Confederate raiders. Only George was found and returned to the Carver family. He continued to live with the Carvers after slavery was abolished. Around the age of 13, George moved to Fort Scott. He moved several more times as a teenager. While living in Olathe, Carver became acquainted with ex-slaves Ben and Lucy Seymour. There he attended school, worked in a local barbershop, and helped Lucy with her laundry business. He eventually moved to Minneapolis, Kansas with the Seymours in the summer of 1880 and finished high school. Carver was accepted into Highland Presbyterian College in northeastern Kansas. However, he was rejected upon his arrival at the school when officials discovered he was African American. Discouraged, Carver then homesteaded in western Ness County near the town of Beeler. He farmed there for a couple of years, observing and making sketches of the local flora and fauna. Friends began to refer to him as the plant doctor. He moved on to railroading and ranching jobs, living in several small southeastern Kansas towns, as well as New Mexico for a brief time. Interested in many aspects of nature, Carver examined and sketched plants and animals in all the places he lived, including the Kansas towns of Paola, Olathe, and Spring Hill. By 1888, Carver's desires to attend an institution of higher learning took him outside Kansas. He enrolled at Simpson College in Indianola, Iowa. He later transferred to the State Agricultural College, Iowa State University at Ames, where he later became the first African American on faculty. Carver was working in the botany department at Iowa State when Booker T. Washington asked him to sign on at Tuskegee Institute. Carver moved to Alabama in 1896 to lead the African American College's agriculture department. For almost 50 years, he remained at Tuskegee, teaching and pursuing his scientific studies. When he died on January 5, 1943, Carver was widely recognized for his intelligence, humility, and inventiveness. President Franklin D. Roosevelt called him one of the world's most significant scientists. Buffalo Bill Cody earned his legendary title in Oakley. Bring the family and come celebrate Oakley's pioneering history and unique geography at two sites, the Buffalo Bill Cultural Center and the Fick Fossil Museum. Cody's statue marks his achievements and welcomes visitors to the Cultural Center. The Fick Fossil Museum houses world-class fossils and artifacts. You'll find Oakley at the hub of U.S. Highways 83 and 40 and I-70. Stop for the legend. Stay for the day. Discover Oakley.